Hello everybody, welcome to Turtle Gaming Podcast, and here today, we have some guests with us. Well, not guests, probably, hopefully regulars. We have, how do you even pronounce your username?
Fine?
Yeah.
See you later, gaming.
See you later, gaming.
Yeah, buddy.
And, we have Bloody X Hooligan with us.
Yep.
Or Ben, as he has been formally introduced before. As well as Alex, who is See You Later Gaming.
Hello.
So today, on the podcast, we have some topics. We do. We have some goddamn topics. Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about is Ravaged, which me and Fraser, were playing, and he's not here because he's a lazy poop. So I'm going to be talking on his behalf. I know for a fact that he loved it. He thought it was hilarious.
Fraser loves everything.
Fraser loves every shit
Give him
game.
a pile of shit and he'll give it a good review.
It was, in Fraser's opinion, he loved it because he ran me over in a Jeep and then shot a rocket at my feet and blew me up. So he thoroughly enjoyed it. There's no such thing as an Australian server, which was just fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed my 500 ping somewhere in West Asia.
500 ping.
It was the worst game I've played this year. I would say Brink is a far better game than Ravaged, and that is saying something. Ouch. Brink is a better game. I mean, it was only $1, but...
What, Ravaged or
yeah,
Brink?
Ravaged was $1, and I think at the time of Brink it was $5. And
Kidding me? I paid $20.
you paid $20 for Brink? Why?
No, I'm Ravaged.
Oh, what? You got
Yeah.
ripped, man. You
Yeah,
got
you got
ripped.
ripped.
Holy shit. Like, the game is just so poorly built, and like, I guess one of its selling points was that it is meant to be pretty. When you go into the game, it's just garbage. Like, it is so poorly optimized, it's not even funny. Like,
I haven't played it, so I can't say anything about it, but...
Fraser was trying to get you to buy the game for $1. 'Cause
Yeah.
some people had this deal thing going on. Don't. It's the worst invested $1 you've ever made. That seemed like that was the production value on that game. It was so bad. And like, it's just not a fun time. Like, the weapons are shit. Like, they do like either 0 damage or they do insane amounts of damage. The online is a ghost town. There is no one. And then the zombie mode that happens to also be a part of said game is like, have any of you, well, Ben, you've played War Z. Have you played
Yeah,
War Z, Alex?
I have a little bit.
Alright, so the zombies are worse than those zombies.
Ouch.
That is the benchmark. So these zombies, they have one static animation. They're all the same. They kind of like have the Slender Man, like standard stand still type deal. And then their one animation is when you get close enough, they just pounce at you. They don't walk. They just simply pounce every now and then.
Just jumping.
Jockeys.
Like,
It is garbage.
that's pretty bad.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
played it, but what I've seen on the interwebs, like, 2.1 was like
The highest.
one of the highest. Like, for the actual Ravage, it was like 6 point something. But like, for the zombies bit of it, it was 2.1. So I'm not, like, convinced that I'll get it. Really.
Yeah, and then they were like boasting about like weapons. They're like, oh, so many weapons. The weapons you pick up come on top of crates, and then they don't give you enough ammo to even move to the next area. So like, they might give you 30 guns or something, like just by picking them up, but then you still don't have enough ammo to move to the next area. And like, I think the objective was you gotta like find these fuel canisters and stuff, and you gotta build a car, then you gotta make the car, then you gotta escape. There's no fucking way. There is no way in Carmen Sandiego you can do that unless you had like maybe 30 people. But then again, all the guns would be gone, so then no one would have ammo. It was just so poorly constructed.
It's pretty bad.
Oh man.
So the Kickstarter too.
Really? And it got funded.
Yeah.
God,
I'll just check up now. I think pretty sure it got in the hundreds.
what? No!
Yeah.
Like $100? That's how much his production cost should be.
Ravaged.
No way. No way. I want to see what their initial, thing was about the
The
game.
first thing that comes up when you looked up Ravage, caused severe and extensive damage to...
Great. Yeah, well, I feel severely damaged, and I'm probably going to need to go to therapy for the next month of how bad the game is. But Fraser loved it. I didn't understand it. I was like, dude, this is so shit. And he's like, no, this is amazing. And then that night that I installed it was the night I uninstalled it. I was like, this is such shit. Like, I can't even deal with this right now, Fraser. How can you even? How can you even?
Okay, it earned 38,767 of its $15,000 goal.
Holy shit.
So it far exceeded it, and a lot of people are saying here it's like Battlefield and Mad Max.
Battlefield
mixed together.
and Mad Max. Why?
Comparing it to Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. Like, holy shit. How can you even?
Which Battlefield is that? Like,
1992 from 1980 or what? Holy shit. Battlefield and Mad Max. Wait, did Mad Max have an original game?
If it does, I know it's being remade.
Yeah, and apparently they had like an American voice actor, and then the fans were like, no, that's bullshit. So now they're getting an Australian voice actor.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's brother was apparently applying for the role.
Jesus.
Yeah, couldn't get Mel Gibson, go for his brother.
That's
like
great.
the screenshots of Ravage don't look too bad.
Oh yeah, the screenshots.
Yeah.
It's in, what engine is it? Is it Unreal?
I think it is.
It is Unreal? Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, Unreal makes anything look pretty, like, to be honest. I mean, unless they're, like, on the really old, like, what is it? What are Unreal are we up to now? 4? Is that the one coming out next gen?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're up to 3, or, like, modded versions of 3. The third one looks good. Like, Killing Floors, I think, is on the second Unreal Engine, but even then it still looks pretty good for how old it is. So... Yeah. But, yeah, Ravage is just a stinking pile of garbage. My review of the 30 minutes I played it is a whopping 1 banana out of 10. Do not waste your money buying that game. If you want a better pile of steaming shit, buy Brink. Apparently, Brink also had, like, an update a while ago, like 3 years after its release, and that fixed a shitload of bugs and made the game, like, better. So, I reinstalled it, went in, it's still a piece of shit. I just can't even fathom it. I'm like, yep, I'm sure
Why would you bother updating the game so long after it had been released? No one would play it anymore.
Yeah, I went onto the servers to see if anyone was playing multiplayer. At least when was the last... I think I bought it last Christmas holidays and installed it and see what it was like. I think there may have been 6 servers up. Went back, just none. There's not even 1 server anymore. Like, that's great.
That's like EA closing down all their servers.
Oh yeah, they did that for a few games, didn't they?
I think 6 of them at least.
They do it for like their sport games every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it really difficult to get like achievements and that. Like I was trying to go back the other day, EA MMA, and they've closed all the servers so you can't get any of the online ones, but they still stay there.
That's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking that Bungie were the biggest dicks when they killed the Halo 2 online, and I was like, you mothers, this is shit. I love Halo 2. That was like one of my favorite Halo games, even though, well, I played it at my friend's house, but even then you could still play like online co-op, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then it was gone. So, there's Ravaged done, people. Do not buy it. It's terrible. Don't ever listen to Fraser. He has no idea what's going on. Just word of advice. And so that brings us to our next topic, that you could say that this game is actually truly a saint compared to Ravage. Haha, good segue. Saints Row 4. So, is it just me and Ben that has also just played that?
Yeah. Oh, and sorry.
Saints Row.
Saints Row 4.
Oh, yeah, that's just you guys.
Ben, how did you enjoy it?
I like it. It was cool. Superpowers.
Superpowers?
Not much more to say.
That's really it? That's all you got?
I played
Yeah.
Saints Row 3. Is it much the same?
Yeah,
it's the
it's
same.
basically same, except they added aliens, superpowers.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
literally the same engine. They added a few new vehicles, but they're kind of redundant because of
Yeah,
the
like-
ability to super sprint.
Yeah, vehicles are useless. Like, you got the super jump, the glide, the super sprint.
Yeah.
So there's no point. Unless you got a swagmobile like me, there's no point in
If you have a
driving.
swagmobile, it makes sense, but then if you don't have a swagmobile, then it just makes zero sense. But, like, it's a cool game, but I think they, like, if I was to give it, like, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10 bananas, and I don't think, for some reason, I don't think the combat was as satisfying as number 3, because, the combat kind of feels awkward now, because when you're super sprinting around, it's fluent if you're just doing the super takedowns, which is just, like, Alex, that's just when you're, like, sprinting and then you hit left click and then you go on those awesome things where you, like, ride people with skateboards and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you're, like, super sprinting around, there's, like, new ones, and, that combat's fluid, but then when you're getting shot and then you're trying to then pull out your own gun, you have to then, like, come to a halt, and then it takes a while for your gun to come out, and then you've got to aim, and you can't, like, super sprint, like, while you're aiming or anything, and it just kind of feels really clunky now, because of the powers. So, because you can't just pull out a gun, like, while you're super sprinting around, and I get that, because that would be overpowered. I don't know, I just think they've taken out fluidity instead of, like, I don't know, it just seems...
Superpowers, John. Superpowers.
Yeah, superpowers are cool, and, like, it's really awesome how you can string together combos of superpowers to, like, pull off moves. Like, you can... So first you might, like, freeze someone, and then, like, jump in the air, and then, like, use, stomp. So you can do that, and then if you're low on health, you can use telekinesis with health drain, so you can pick someone up, and then quickly flick it back to electricity and throw an electric ball at them. Like, that stuff's cool. Like, the superpower stuff is fluent, but they've just made every other, like, aspect of the game, like, not even seem worth it.
That's kind of disappointing too, seeing that, like, Volition, they were the production company, and they took over from THQ when they went under.
Yeah.
So, like, you'd think that...
Now they're Deep Silver, I think.
is it Deep Silver?
Yeah, Deep Silver.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, Volition.
Nah. So, it's, Deep Silver, who makes Dead Island.
Oh, God.
Great franchise. So...
I like Dead Island.
Yeah, Dead Island's okay. It's just really buggy and shit. But, the thing with Deep Silver is, the game that you know is Saints Row 4 was meant to be essentially a DLC for number 3. They were going to make a superpower DLC called Enter the Dominatrix, and then Deep Silver took over at that point in time from THQ, and then they were like, you know what? No, let's make a game of this. So they didn't have to build a new engine or anything. They were just like, okay, so let's just do this. So they went on ahead and did that. They made a new game within like a year of the other one. It was like at least a year and a half or something. And I don't know, it just kind of felt really rushed, and there's still some rough patches at the game. But all around, I give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, it's super fun. But the good thing about Saints Row is its story is still funny. It's got great humor. I laughed so many times, and like
it doesn't lose any humor. It's like swap over.
Nah, it's perfect amount of humor, and it's like, and the customization is still so good in this game, and then the new customizations of your weapons now to have skins in different colors is a really good addition. But
that's cool as well.
It depends if you're going to be using it a lot. Like, if you want to use weapons. Because I imagine you could go through the whole game without using a single weapon. Like, you could just do beatdowns.
Except for when you're in real time.
Yeah,
like real.
Except for when you're on the actual alien spaceship. Using guns. That would be the only time. But, the fact that they got some awesome characters back in for this. So they alright, I'm gonna try not to spoil this, so I wasn't gonna say what I was just gonna say, but Keith David is in it as Vice President. That's not a spoiler, he's in there from like the beginning. So
And he was in all the trailers,
yeah,
so it's not really.
Yeah. But Keith David, that is hilarious. And Keith David actually has an Easter egg for Dead Island. When you go up and talk to him, he's just like, I was 12 hours into Dead Island. I'll never get to finish it now. I'm like, oh, Keith David. But I know she can't romance Keith David. Can't do it. He doesn't wanna. Really? Haven't you tried, Ben? Have you romance Keith David?
I probably have, but I don't remember it.
He's just like, nah, man, that's not me. And I was like, don't want to get down with Bathrobe Man? Come on now.
Pretty disappointing.
I'll put Bathrobe Man up on the screen now to show you what my character looks like, and I'm sure I'll get a picture of Ben's too to put up. But the ending was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And there's a Mortal Kombat reference in there too, which is it's references everywhere.
Yeah, they're like typically known for that, like just making comedy at what they can.
Yeah, but hopefully Saints Row 5 will be new engine, new place. I mean, number 1 and 2 were in the same place, but number 2 really, really expanded upon the first one and made it even bigger. I was kind of hoping this would be the same, but all they kind of did was throw in a bunch of new towers, and they took down some of the most iconic buildings from number 3 instead.
I reckon it was, like, the map was no different at all, really, except for, a couple missing buildings.
Yeah, and a couple of new caves in the side of land masses, but that's...
So it was basically... And there wasn't a very big variety of missions. They're all...
I found that also another downside of Saints Row. The fact that to unlock useful things, you had to do the same minigames over and over again. Or at least for me, it seemed like that I was always doing like the same, like maybe 3 minigames, like over and over again, just to unlock anything, basically. And then it was just a massive grind. And hacking stores, I hate hacking minigames. I hated that. And there was just some I could not do. I'm like, nope, Bart.
I hacked all the stores. I hacked them all. So.
I just in my brain could not figure it out. This is so shit. So, yeah. What else is there for Saints? I'm hoping... I got the season pass for $10, so I'm not sure how good the DLC will actually be if it's $10. Like, usually season pass is like $40. Yeah.
I've only seen like a few... I think it was a skin pack the other day.
Dubstep gun skin pack?
No, it was, I shouldn't say that. That'll be a spoiler.
Oh, yes. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what pack you're talking about. It has a 5 in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, alright, yeah. That was actually a good piece of free DLC if you got it on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, they were trying to keep people away from the GTA 5 release.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Keep their attention.
Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah, it was awesome.
Smart as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's smart. I mean, Saints Row sales figures, I think they're like up to 2 million for number 4.
Oh, God.
Whereas GTA 5 got over 1 billion in 3 days. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saints Row, highly recommend it. It's good fun.
Especially if you're doing co-op.
Yeah.
It's more fun co-op than
co-op,
by
you
yourself.
find more hilarious bugs than ones that actually break your game. Like running into your friend while they're in a car at super speed. Sends them flying. It's hilarious. So I think that about sums Saints Row up. I mean, they've got new weapon skins. Weapons are kind of redundant. Cars are redundant because now you have super sprint. You got awesome superpowers though, even though I thought you'd have more than just like 4.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for super strength. But
yeah, that'd be sweet. I mean, your feet when you run kind of have super strength anyway. They always push cars away and stuff.
But like, I wanted to be able to like
punch people in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, throw them, shit like that.
Well, I guess
telekinesis.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. I have a few more superpowers would have been better.
You never know, DLC.
Yeah, I was hoping there's actually going to be some DLC regarding to more superpowers. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
But yeah, characters all well-rounded now. Story was hilarious. Highly recommend checking it out. New topic.
It's worth it.
Speaking of other open-world games, another great segue, GTA 5. Here we are. I'm sure none of us have played it.
I have.
You have.
Have you?
Lucky
I
son
have.
of a bitch.
I was actually lucky enough. I went into Target the other day, and the lady just pulled it out for me. Didn't even ask me for ID.
Just pulled it out.
Yeah.
Whipping out a copy of GTA 5. Just bam, here, enjoy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Run along. Alright, so maybe you should lead this one. Go right.
I'm only like half an hour into the game, but what I can see, it's kind of smooth. It's pretty smooth.
Smooth.
Xbox.
Really big PS3.
Alright.
PS3. It's a really big improvement from GTA 4. A lot more color, a lot brighter.
Yeah, it seems
GTA 4 was really dull.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's so grey. That game was so grey.
But this is really bright. Pretty decent voice acting as well, which is good. Gameplay, can't really comment much on.
Far in?
Hey?
Haven't got that far in?
Nah. I don't think it's... I don't think I could give a good review at the moment.
Yeah, based off 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not a Ravaged review.
But yeah, $1 billion in 3 days, that's...
It'd be close
pretty
to
crazy.
now. It'd be close
Yeah.
to 2 billion, which is incredible. And I think it's like, what is it, the second most expensive, like, entertainment production?
It is the highest form of, quickest selling form of entertainment of all time.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad it blew Call of Duty out of the water. That's fucking...
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 took a week to hit $1 billion.
Yeah, thought so.
That's pretty good. Like
3
big
days.
Call of Duty like that. When Call of Duty's like such a big franchise now, and that's very nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
I like that Rockstar actually take time with their games, like real time. Like, what was it, like 7-8 years in development?
It's been 5 years since the release of GTA 4.
But we all know games companies make other games at the same time, so...
Yeah.
It is highly... What is it with Assassin's Creed? There's no less than 3 being made at one time.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You would expect that maybe Rockstar has been...
Working on it for a while.
Yeah. Like, it just... I've been watching SSOH PKC do a playthrough of it, and Uber Hacksaw Nova. I just go to watch his funny reactions of it, but from what I can tell, the gameplay looks amazing. It seems that Rockstar has taken the best core elements out of their other franchises. So gunplay now looks like a mix between Max Payne and Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead, yeah.
And then the big open world that learnt how to craft it so well is from Red Dead, because Red Dead was huge.
Yeah.
Just the tight controls now that they have also is probably heavily inspired from Max Payne. The vehicles and the way they handle is probably from Midnight Club, so they know how to do that. And then, like, cops seem so brutal now, it's not funny. Like,
haven't they added, like, that cops can, like, go after gangs and stuff, like, while you're playing?
Yeah,
like,
it's like random events.
There are so many random events.
That's cool.
But a lot of people have been complaining about the driving. That's one thing I've seen.
The driving?
Yeah. Like, they say it's not realistic.
Well, people didn't like Number 4's driving, though. They said it was too realistic. So, I don't know what they're really complaining about. I mean, I've been playing San Andreas the last 2 days, and I reckon the driving in that game, it's not realistic, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like you actually have a lot of control of your car, but at the same time, you could lose it really quickly. Like, it's not gonna matter, but this one looks like it's gone back to more its GTA San Andreas roots with the driving, but they've added, more physics to it, so it is more better. Like, is more better, it's good English. It is better, so... I don't know. I reckon driving looks awesome, and the different abilities that come from different characters really change the way. Like Franken's slow-mo driving. Like, that's like straight out of Midnight
Trevor's
Club.
like the berserk, isn't he?
Yep.
How he
slow-mo could also be like, Deadeye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another good point. So, Rockstar, I think, have finally just like hit the
They went all
nail on
out,
the head.
I reckon.
Yeah, like $256 million production cost. They
Yeah.
definitely went all out. Like,
And GTA Online.
oh, that came out today. That's today.
That's today.
Did it come out today?
Man?
Yep.
What are you doing here? Shooting other people online, man.
I'm not sure if it's like it's 1st of October, but I'm not sure if it was American time.
It
so.
says I'm on here on IGN. It says 9 p.m. for Australia.
Okay, so tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not too bad.
Excited.
Yeah.
I'd be excited.
Oh man, but apparently another controversial point, even though Rockstar has barely copped any shit for this, whereas other games have copped a lot of shit for this, they have microtransactions.
Oh.
So
yeah. People are
money.
They're doing like the whole EA thing, but like they're saying that you can purchase money to buy better in-game
customizations and stuff.
Yeah. A single player I don't see the value in.
I don't think there's a single player one.
Cheat codes.
Oh, cheat codes, okay, yep.
Cheat codes, people would just spam those for money, but online, that might be a bit different.
Yeah, apparently, well...
It's not too bad, like, when you think of it, basically every game is starting to do microtransactions in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, but they've stated that these won't break the game, because they've said the entire time that cash is king, meaning that cash is really important. But they're saying if you apparently it's sorted a different way. That's probably a really bad word to use for it, but apparently there's a difference between the people that buy microtransaction, like money, and then the people that earn it. So apparently there's like, it's balanced. They've somehow managed to balance it, like people that want to like just have everything like right away, and people that actually want to like get money.
Legit.
Yeah, go legit, like legit way. Apparently they've actually somehow balanced it so that the people with the like microtransaction money don't have like accessibility to like everything amazing or something like that. So they maybe if like the game recognizes you've bought microtransactions, maybe they bump the cost up of like items in game or something. I'm not sure. That probably doesn't sound right, but I know Rockstar think that they've got it perfect. So
yeah.
What about the whole like, you know how heaps of games in Australia have been banned because of drugs, like Saints Row 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in GTA 5, you like get stoned and fight off like aliens and evil clowns.
But the difference that I think that was with Saints Row's drug one and then Rockstar's GTA is in Saints Row 4. Apparently, the mission that in which you do the drugs apparently is beneficial. And
it was like stat boosting.
Yeah,
or
it's like
something.
it was encouraging you to do the drugs. Whereas GTA, there's drugs, but even though you like smoke that joint with that guy to like go shoot aliens and shit, it's not giving you anything. It's not like, here, take this. We're encouraging you to do this mission where it's totally optional, which it is totally optional. The one in what's it called? Saints Row wasn't optional.
Yeah, it was like a main mission.
Yeah. So that's probably why. I'm just glad it got through. I was like, well, there's another game that's not going to make it through. It did though, and I was really happy.
I was surprised also. Have any of you guys played State of Decay?
No, I haven't.
I have watched Uber Hacksaw Nova play it.
Okay, so in the Xbox 360 version was also denied classification in Australia.
Oh yeah, the drugs had real names, didn't they? So they had to like, change it to caffeine and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go on the Steam version, it's the one version worldwide. So that was a bypass for that. I found that out the other day because I got it on early access, and I was like, oh wait, these have got the actual names in it. So.
Oh, sneaky.
That was one thing I noticed about that, so...
Sneaky.
Get it on Steam.
Get on Steam, people, if you want to do real drugs. So, back to GTA 5. So, apparently, the voice acting in it is, like, crazy realistic, so they actually for some of the gangs, apparently in the game, they actually brought in real-life gangsters, or, like, gang members to do it. Yeah. They gave them a script, and then they're like, here, if there's anything wrong with this, we want you to say it how you would say it. And they're like, they looked at the script, and apparently they just gave, like, Rockstar the most puzzling faces. They're like, man, this is not what any of us would say. And then they're like, okay, so show us what you would say. And then they apparently let them say what they'd say, so it's even more authentic. So I'm like, man, a company that goes to, like, that crazy depth just to immerse you more in it is just so good. And I've heard it once from watching SSOH. In GTA San Andreas, one of the biggest things was like, yo, you're a buster. And I'm like, oh god, that's just so terrible. And like, you used to hear like every sentence in San Andreas. And I was like, I wonder if it'll be back in GTA 5. And I've heard it twice. I'm like, yes.
It's
yes.
It also broke the record for most times the N-word was said in a video game.
Really? That doesn't surprise me.
It broke the record. So I don't know who held it last, but it's up there now.
I don't think anyone would ever be able to beat Mafia 2 for the amount of swear words in that. It was ridiculous. Every sentence there was one.
Yeah.
I think that actually holds the record, something like 20,000 swear words in like a game or something.
Oh wow.
It was ridiculous. But GTA 5, it looks good. It looks like it handles really, really well. And the detail it is pushing out of these old consoles, I cannot believe it.
Yeah. It's the last one, like the last major release to come to both consoles before the next generation.
People are saying that this is next gen. Next gen actually started at GTA 5. They're like, this is it. And then it's just so impressive the amount of detail that they can push onto such old consoles. Because, like, if you go around looking in, like, the ghetto parts of town and stuff, and then you see, like, wall paint or, like, spray paint and graffiti, like, it's not copy and pasted, like, everywhere you go. Like, every street has a different piece of art down it or graffiti, and the roads, like, are not, like, perfect, like, black and white tarmac. It's like, there's cracks in them, and oh man, it's so crazy the amount of...
The environment artist deserves a pay rise after this.
Yeah. Deserve a pay rise after this, and they'll probably get it. But and then apparently there's now wildlife, so you can go hunt deer.
There's deer and coyote from what I've seen so far.
Deer, coyote, I've seen a dog, I've seen a cat.
And sharks.
Sharks, that's cool. I've seen someone being eaten by one of those. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, the one cool thing which I saw was, what's the name of it? The hitboxes for the edge of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, if you're in a vehicle or something, it cogs out and starts to sink, and a shark will come and attack you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really?
So cool. They don't have a hitbox around the world anymore. So it's endless, but you can't really get too far after the shark gets to you.
Yeah. I can imagine. I've watched a lot of people try and steal jets from air bases. The world height doesn't seem very high. I don't know why, but like, I guess if you're playing it, it probably looks higher, but from watching it and then looking at where, in comparison to Mount Chiliad is, and then you look up, and then when the jet hits the top of the, in Saints Row, it kind of does the same thing. When you hit that red barrier at the top, your plane kind of EMPs and just falls down, and then, like, ignition starts again. It seems like the same thing happens in GTA 5, where if you get up too high to the ceiling, it'll, like, slowly, like, stop your plane and then just drop you down to where you can fly again. I don't know. It just seems like the sky is really low, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't seem like you can go very high, whereas I'd want to be nearly touching Spaceman, those things. Like, it'd be awesome, but I don't know. But other than that, like, there's literally nothing wrong with GTA 5. I mean, I've heard people saying, like, oh, there's like, the only thing
it's
wrong...
not out on PC, that's something wrong with it.
There you go, it's a 1 out of 10 for not ever being on PC. Oh god, I hope it comes out on PC. It's just...
It will.
It is coming, it's already planned.
Good. That's what I like to hear, but the only apparently downside to it is that every now and then there's pop-in.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's so to be expected. One, because the world's detail. 2, it's an open world game. There's like no loading screens anymore. 3, it is like pushing on like old consoles made 8 years ago. And then some people are complaining about pop-in. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. That was a big issue with
4.
No. People who downloaded the GTA 5 via digital download for PlayStation, they were having that issue. And as well, apparently there's 2 discs for Xbox 360. And people who installed the second disc were having that problem.
Yeah.
When you were only meant to install the first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if Rockstar really announced that you were only meant to install one of the discs and then just play off the other. But
I heard it from IGN. So.
IGN? Yeah, well, I mean, if it didn't come in the manual, which it probably would have, it probably says only install first disc, probably big white text, and then, I don't know, people are just silly sometimes. So
yeah.
But other than that, it looks like a solid game. I want to play it so bad.
I'm probably gonna get it for the Xbox.
The Xbox?
No doubt. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna hold out for PC.
I'll still get it for PC though. I can't wait.
Soldier's helmet sitting in the trenches, just waiting at the front line for it.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, and from like the 50 episodes that Seamus has uploaded, it looks so good. The characters are really well developed, and as far as I can tell, there's literally no flaw to it. So, even though I haven't played it yet, 10 out of 10 bananas. Go pick it up immediately if you haven't.
Yeah, I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be up there as well.
Yeah,
10 out of
exactly.
10.
Even though we've never played it, but everyone's given it a 10 because that's true. It probably does deserve a 10. So, good job, Rockstar. Yet again, I don't think Rockstar have ever made a bad game. Their ping pong game got an 8. Their ping pong game got an 8. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Alright, so, next topic, oh, right, here we go. Here's another great segue. Speaking of next-gen games, there we go. Great segue. Alright, so next-gen consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, which I'm going to call 720, because that's what it is. So yes,
okay.
what do we know of said consoles?
I pre-ordered the PS4.
Pre-ordered it?
Yeah. Only because I like the amount of exclusives they've got, and I've been a Sony boy.
I think that's literally what separates consoles. It's just exclusives. Yeah. It's about what you want to play, and that might be hard for some people.
I've got an Xbox at the moment, like an Xbox 360, but I'll probably, if I do have the money and I am going to buy one, I'll probably go PS4. Definitely.
Oh, you moved over to PS4 Bandcamp, huh? I think that Xbox One really killed themselves at the start, and that is what is probably hurting them so bad, because like they had like a bunch of like random shitty features, like checking on your system every 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like check if you're valid, or what was some of the other ones, like home sharing? I don't even know what that was.
Steam are doing that, and but it's sort of like you have, if you're in a family, like you have, say my mum had a console and I have a console. If we both were in the family share list, then mum could have, if I bought a game via digital download, then mum could play it as well.
Ah, I see. So, what was the other thing that killed Xbox? There was
the TV.
The TV?
Like, yeah, they were offering TV services. That was like their huge announcement.
Oh, right, yeah, where they kill themselves by not announcing games.
Yeah.
And they were just like, yeah, we got Netflix. That's awesome. Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
What was the other thing with the Xbox One that I'm trying to remember?
The DRM.
DRM?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, DRMing was a huge issue with the Xbox One.
Yeah, which is also quite rubbish. I don't know. And then it just seemed that from the beginning, Sony have just killed it. Like they've always made the right choices, it seems. And then now they're even making more right choices because apparently the problem with people and the PS4 was that you couldn't record with, because of something to do with, you can't record through HD for the purposes of it being illegal. But apparently now that, not at launch,
isn't it,
built
in? You can
capture.
Yeah.
It does have 15-minute built-in capture, but it does have HDMI, which the PS3 didn't. So
yeah. And now there's the way people used to get around the PS3 being able to capture was they went through a different output that wasn't HDMI, but now HDMI is the only output. So people can't record through that because then they get a warning coming up on the screen going blah blah blah, can't record illegal content, blah blah blah, because of ripping off games and DVDs and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently they're now working a way around that so people can record their footage.
I think Elgato have come out and say that you can record on there, which is that's pretty cool for Elgato to come out because they're a pretty big player in the industry. Elgato Game Capture have come out and said that you can record with their capture card for the PS4.
So PVR.
PVR?
Yep.
There you go. I haven't heard anything from anyone else though.
Looked it up, so I don't really know.
You're not right into the hardware scene?
Yeah.
Just on the exclusives thing with both consoles, Titanfall, that was one of the big sort of franchise games for the Xbox One, but that's made by EA, so I'm not. What do you guys think will happen there?
EA, developed by Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah.
Who are actually from the people of Respawn Entertainment are actually from they were the people that made Call of Duty, the very first ones. Okay. And then they didn't want the direction Call of Duty was going in, so they left and made their own company, which is Respawn Entertainment. There was a massive lawsuit over it and everything.
Oh, wow. Isn't Titanfall coming out on PC as well though? So,
yes. Yeah. Microsoft.
Then what's the why? Yeah, Microsoft, but
they would have paid for exclusive rights, but it'll probably come to be ported to PS4 it's at a later date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's so much money to be earned in games. Why would you keep it just
they'll
one
definitely
console?
Put it over when Xbox One sales will not be as good as PS4.
Yeah.
As soon as they figure out that there'll be a heap of people who will buy Xbox One. But
probably equal now. It's probably Xbox has probably got more pre-orders now. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, they might, but if PS4 do beat them in sales, I reckon they will.
Yeah.
Get that over, because that looks like it's going to be one of the biggest games to come out.
That's one of the biggest things for I know that's one of the biggest things for Xbox, as well as Dead Rising 3.
That looked good. That looked really gritty and dark, and I liked it.
The one thing Sony has for them with going for them with exclusives is they have so many studios that they own themselves. I think they own
Sucker Punch?
Yeah, they own them. They own 12 studios. They own San Diego Games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make MLB The Show, but
good old MLB.
But yeah, Naughty Dog I know is one of their big partners as such as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Naughty Dog.
Looking forward to what they'll bring out this generation.
Oh, it'll probably be Last of Us 2.
If that is a game that is coming out, I'm definitely getting a PS4.
No, they'll just bring out Crash Bandicoot.
Good. No, didn't they? Crash Bandicoot was sold to Activision.
No. What?
Yeah.
No.
They own
Call of Duty skin.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
One of the main characters of the story.
Around it goes.
Activision owns I found out the other day Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Oh God.
That's why there's the
Skylanders thing.
Yeah, Skylanders.
I mean,
oh yeah. No,
but Skyland has become such a big thing now as well, like
for kids.
With kids.
Yeah.
And there's Disney Infinity.
Biggest rip of Skylanders.
Yeah, but Disney Infinity looks good. Alright, that's a game that I would get.
It's all like Gary's mod in it though. Like you can build your own maps and stuff.
It's like a big sandbox.
Which is kind of cool, but
the one thing Disney Infinity has going for it is that kids are good with they know all the characters there.
Yeah.
Skylanders is just random
dragons.
Yeah, like
dragons and beasts and
characters they've made up that haven't really like Spyro's. What original characters in Skylanders like Spyro besides Spyro?
Some random blue guy.
I have no idea.
The trident. It's some random blue guy with a trident. I went over to my friend's place and his sister was playing it. And there was like just some random little blue guy, and it was the only two characters she had, so I'm guessing that was the starting thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, good old Activision milking the money. So, yeah, next gen. I'm not getting either of the consoles, because I've been next gen for like 2 years.
PC gamer for life.
But the good thing is, though, with next gen, is the quality of games will go up, so then we'll finally probably get good computer ports.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Shout out to Wii U.
Yeah. GG.
Next gen.
Whoa, Wii U has some good shit coming, guys. Come on, let's not give them bad.
The 20 games they have in their library.
Zelda, Rayman, Pokemon.
The best things Nintendo has for it is just the Nintendo 3DSs.
Yeah.
Just the...
Like, especially Pokemon X and Y.
That comes out.
12 days.
12 days.
I'm so excited for it. Pre-ordered it. I'm like the biggest Pokemon fanboy out. Easy.
Out. Alright, speaking of next gen, look at this. Here's our mystery topic for the day. Battlefield 4 beta. Here it is. It's finally here. It's coming out. It was meant to be 9 o'clock tonight, I think. So, here it is. We've got the next gen Battlefield, even though Battlefield 3 was next gen. But, you know. Soon you'll be having your 64 players on PlayStation 4 when that comes out. Not 3. Don't get that mistaken. Still 24 players for 3.
Yeah.
Which is kind of shitty. But, you know.
I don't know. Battlefield 4, I'm definitely going to get it.
I've already pre-ordered it with premium. So, I'm looking forward to it. And the reason why I'm already in Battlefield 4, what do you say? Bandwagon. Is that, one, in number 3, the sun was too overpowered. So when you looked at the sun, you instantly died. Because
it was like a flashbang for like the whole map.
Exactly. Number 2, suppression was ridiculous. So like if someone was shooting a little pea pistol at you, you'd be like fully suppressed and you couldn't see shit.
Hate those flashlights.
So now the suppression is only dealt from LMGs and snipers, which makes sense. And third point is that... What was the other point? I forget.
The events? Like
Levolution. Levolution.
Yeah.
So now I can close people in train doors and throw a grenade in there, and they'll scream really loud.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
They've added little things. Like, people see, like, the big, like, Levolution things like skyscrapers falling down, but that's all they see. But if you actually go and watch the trailers and look closely, there's, like, a moment where the dude has a grenade and he throws it through the carriage door and then he closes it, and then the dude can't get out, so boom, explosion. And then there's parts where this guy runs into a building with a night vision scope, and everyone else is, like, not using anything like that, and he turns off the lights in the building, and then he can see everyone perfectly. And then, what's another little one? When, in the next section of Rush, when they're trying to get to the next point, the defenders are running, and they hit a door button that scrolls down, like, shop doors, so it slows them down. So just little things like that is going to be awesome for me. Like, yeah, cool, the big things will probably be pretty sweet too, like the boat coming up onto the land, and the skyscraper falling to make a new like map center, but just the little things will probably be really awesome too.
That's pretty cool. That it's a lot more interactive then.
Yeah, it's a lot more interactive, which is
shooting
sweet.
Down walls.
But yeah, apparently, Levolution's gonna change the game pretty big. And I mean, like,
cool.
Call of Duty's tried to do like the dynamic thing too, but they have static change.
They keep it simple.
They like to say that they have what's it called? They like to say they have dynamic changes, but it's actually static changes, because there's this one bit they're like, oh yeah, when you bomb this map with this kill streak, it completely changes the map, and I'm like, well, that's actually just changing the map. That's not dynamic at all. Like, yeah, it may like change, but
yeah,
it's just one action, whereas dynamic can be like multiple things done multiple times. Like, I don't know. I just think Call of Duty's trying to be a bit more like Battlefield now.
Yeah. I like the one thing in Battlefield 4 is the return of jet skis.
Yeah.
They were in Bad Company.
Apparently in Alpha those things sucked. They just
really?
turned terribly, but apparently DICE is on it. I'm excited for the new game mode called Defuse, which is like Counter-Strike.
I haven't really seen anything on Battlefield, so I'm kind of staying out of this conversation. You guys seem to know.
I'm well up with my Battlefield news, but there's, you know Counter-Strike, Ben? How you got the two teams, there's one bomb for the terrorist team, and then they got to go plant it at either site.
Yeah.
There is now that in Battlefield. So you have one life, and then...
So it's like a search and destroy, basically.
Why do people go back to COD? No. Counter-Strike was made first.
Yeah, I know, but I played Call of Duty before Counter-Strike, so to me it's search and destroy rather than, like, first thing I would think of is search and destroy.
Nah.
We already know Call of Duty's still going to outdo Battlefield 4 for sales.
I reckon it'll be closer this year. I honestly think it will be.
It'll be close, but Call of Duty will still get, like, no matter what everyone says, Call of Duty is still gonna beat not everything GTA.
Might beat GTA.
But, like, it'll beat all the first-person shooters of this year, anyway. Probably not next year.
I'm hoping. But it's some of the things that DICE has done this year. They've taken a lot of in bringing people to events. They've taken a lot of Call of Duty people. Like, if you've looked at other people's channels, they've like put up Call of Duty gameplay. Like, what's the thing that? What was it going on about?
Call of Duty. They're taking Call of Duty fans.
Oh yeah, so like I've seen T Martin and Drifter put up like hours of gameplay, and they've talked over it, and like one person, Drifter, actually seems really excited for Battlefield 4 because like he did a whole video about talking about dinosaurs, like a dinosaur game mode that could possibly be put into Battlefield 3. I mean, and I was like,
there was like a few Easter eggs for dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. I think they'll put it in one of the DLCs, which is
like a dinosaur game mode.
A dinosaur game mode, and
like have dinosaurs as vehicles.
Dinosaur vehicles.
Like just running around on a T-Rex, just killing people with it. Like here comes a tank, you're just on a T-Rex, sprint over it.
And when I was watching Drifter's video about the dinosaurs, he was talking about this guy who's like a public relations like manager, and he said, guys, please don't talk about the dinosaurs. And all they did was ask him a question about dinosaurs. He's like, look, I get it. We all get it. People want dinosaurs. And then he was like talking about how the guy has to write like a 40-page report as part of his job on the popularity of dinosaurs. And I was like, oh my god, that would be the like craziest job, just writing about dinosaurs and their popularity, and then taking it to the developers and saying, what can we do about this? It's just, it's so crazy.
That's pretty cool.
But I hope there is a dinosaur game mode, please. Hashtag dinosaur game mode, please. But
hashtag next gen.
Hashtag
getting Battlefield 4 or
I'm getting Battlefield 4. I don't care about anyone else, I'm getting it.
I'll probably end up getting it. I don't know whether to get it. It comes out on PS4, right?
Yes.
I don't know whether to get it on that or PC.
Nah, man, you want to
get
get
it on
keyboard.
PC.
You want mouse and keyboard. Dual controller.
I'm gonna hold off for the time being.
Gonna hold off?
Yeah. Only because there are so many other options for me at the moment with next-gen consoles. Like, there's Killzone, which I'm really looking forward to.
Looks good.
Killzone,
Second Son.
yeah, Infamous.
Sly Cooper. Another HD remake.
Yeah,
Hopefully
Destiny.
Jack. Hopefully Jack 4.
Oh, Destiny, that would be pretty cool.
Destiny, I'm looking
Destiny.
forward to that. Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs looks good.
Yeah.
And, have you guys seen the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront?
Ah,
Good.
no.
That's...
I am looking forward to that. That's
actually,
like
I
my
have.
childhood.
That was the sneak one with the ATT Walker crushing that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked fucking
Is
sick.
that,
It's made by DICE.
That, isn't it?
Yeah, it's being made by
That's
DICE.
definitely good.
Yeah,
Like-
that'll be awesome.
It's good. It's going to be good because finally we'll see a Star Wars game that actually comes out and not just
Yeah.
pictures of it
Exactly, like...
and just cancelled
I
three-quarters of the way
I
through.
was so sad when I saw Star Wars 1313.
Cancelled.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. And it was going to follow Boba Fett, like, as a character. I was like, damn it. That's a badass character. And then they just... gone.
Cancelled.
How can you do that? Fucking Disney.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
you,
Kingdom
guys.
Hearts.
How long have they been working on this Battlefront?
They only picked up the license a few months ago. I think it was back in July when Disney signed the deal with EA.
I don't know, I'm
So-
just happy as
So
Star
they've
Wars
only
games
been
being
working
made.
on it for like a little bit.
Yeah. But it's set for next year release.
Next year.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, next year or year after. Oh, next year, they said late next year.
Late next year.
I don't see why they wouldn't do it with, like, you know how the new Star Wars movies coming out? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, why wouldn't they release Star Wars Battlefront when a Star Wars movie's coming out? Like, so that kind of... Like, 'cause it-
But then they don't want to fall under the category of movie games.
yeah.
And then, because like if it fails badly,
like
Yeah.
all movie games do.
yeah.
That's true.
But the other thing I was looking forward to was Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh. I have not
Wow.
played any of the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I haven't...
Really?
Yeah.
So I can't. Is that the one with, like, Disney characters in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just
so they're
waiting
gonna
for
have, like, Thor, Hulk,
yeah.
Darth Vader, just everything. Just everything they own.
Yeah.
Say
Pretty
Hulk?
much. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, they own
Oh.
Marvel.
What?
They own Marvel.
Disney owned Marvel.
Ah! Killing my childhood. Just one franchise at a time.
How did you know that? They made all, like, the Avengers movie and...
Oh man, I don't pay attention to film really often, but that was meant to be the other, like, other secret topic today.
What was it?
Do we still have time for this?
Yeah,
go.
Bataffleck. Here we go.
Oh.
Like,
Bataffleck. How do we feel about this? Ben feels great.
give him a chance.
No, don't give him a chance. That's what I'm saying.
I've just become so used to Christian Bale.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't live
Yeah,
in a world
they're-
where
They're
Batman
rebooting the Batman. They can't have Christian Bale as Batman if they're rebooting it.
oh they could. They could do it. It's
Christian Bale was an excellent
each
Batman.
Batman
He will-
series.
He'll still be the best, but I reckon Ben Affleck.
But
he
Ben
will
Affleck's
be
already
back.
been a superhero, man. He's been
Yeah.
Daredevil, and look how well that
You-
went.
You can't label him as an... Like, if you've got a superhero with one person, you can't change it.
Captain America was the Human Torch in Fantastic Four.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
We got that. I'm not-
Fantastic Four.
Saying that he'll be like a super good Batman, but I'm saying we can't just be like, oh man, Ben Affleck's definitely going to be the shittest Batman.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a chance, but like...
I think he's a better director than an actor.
Okay, if you were gonna change Ben Affleck for another actor for Batman, who would you choose?
Ooh, that's a good.
Now that they've picked Ben Affleck,
Nolan
I can
North.
think of someone else.
Nolan North.
Nolan North.
They just animate a Batman so he can voice it.
No,
Yeah,
I'd like to see George Clooney take on the role again.
Ooh.
I'm Batman. That's great, George. That's great. Nah, I reckon... Nah, give it back to Christian Bale.
Yeah?
Give it back. He is Batman.
Yeah, but Christian Bale will still be the best Batman. But
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, you gotta give him...
I don't think I wanna.
You
It's sealed.
I don't wanna. I know it's sealed. It's like the next one.
Batman.
Yeah, I know. He's already Batman. Makes me cry inside.
I reckon he'll do an alright job. If he doesn't do a good job, he'll do an alright job.
Can we bring Heath Ledger back from the dead?
Heath Ledger is Joker, so it's not gonna...
But he could play both. He's that good.
Yeah. Excellent acting. He could be two people in the one film.
All of Ben Affleck's recent movies, he's been an outstanding director and actor, so...
Yeah, but he's not directing this one.
Who is it?
Thank God.
Wait, it's a Superman movie though, isn't it? And he's just playing a role in it.
But there is a Batman coming out after that.
Build up to Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League.
They've got like all the smaller characters coming out like in the next few years. No, not like Green Arrow, but like Ant-Man and stuff like that.
Ant-Man.
Like all the ones no one really cares about.
Amen to that.
I'm joking. I'm sure there are people who love them.
Maybe. I don't know about Ant-Man. Well, that's
I wish they could make like a movie where it's Justice League just versus Avengers. Like, why not do it? Fucking YOLO.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like Avengers would. I mean, Justice League will kill because they got fucking Superman. He's OP as fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to beat invincibility. It really is.
Yeah. No. Who? Like that's weird. It would be good in like the rest of the Justice League.
Yeah.
They've got the Arrow TV show. Do you reckon that'd lead into the people who
I'm
play?
pretty sure that is a connection because Flash is coming into it.
Yeah, Barry Allen next season.
So, I reckon if they do a Flash thing, they're obviously... Because you wouldn't change, like, the Flash, like, for the movies. You wouldn't have a different actor if they've got a TV show.
You'd think not, but, like, I hope that they'd pull, like, those guys in for a movie, if they're up for it. Because they are pretty good at... he's pretty good at what he does, that, I forget his name. But the Green Arrow guy.
Yeah, the Green Arrow guy. He's, like, a good... I haven't really watched the show, but from what I've seen, he's, he's pretty switched.
like he's got like the persona of what you'd think Green Arrow would be, and he's got that cool little like blonde beard.
Yeah,
little blonde beard.
Then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., another superhero kind of TV show that's coming out.
Yeah, that's coming out on.
Comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday on 7th, 8:30.
I reckon that'll be a good little show.
Spin-off sort of thing.
Indeed. Well, we've reached the 64-minute mark here, so we'll probably call this off. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have another podcast up soon. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Not a problem.
No worries.
Alright, see you later.